Shooting is the best.
Hello, you two.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an
You just wanna...
It's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're doing is being a...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia, many restricted command...
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Root 500 years ago. The Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapped...
So...
Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day. Arguably, the sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone. And the academia's ground when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. That's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Nyagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Time to go.
Scribe? Please, wait.
That's me. Is something...
No. I was just surprised to see you here. Also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should...
Is that so? Wait up, the sages search for you? A blonde-haired traveler? So, from the start, the sages weren't looking...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise...
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now? What did he do?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understand. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity.
Time to go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is...
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great...
You think the Grand Sage will exit from... And after he does, we'd sneak past him?
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look...
You're...
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged... An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of... Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please...
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. Today is Nyargarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings and...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This, we shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the... Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali will care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the Academia. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to the ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves God?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray.
I'll hate them? Are you...
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you would... It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Haytham! So you're still on the Acad... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of an—
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you would mentally prepare— Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler.
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned—
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before—
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, that, if I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save lesser— Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then— As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and—
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular— However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. Azar! He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure know. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our...
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will happen.
I can already see the pump.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser. However, as for whether she'll actually...
No wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... The faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa! It's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed? Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless dark.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning.
Who are you? You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha date? Yep, so that means our next act is...
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're
I'm sure, and I'm going.
All right. You seem to have a... But if anything happens, the few...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do get...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilou!
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even...
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia has been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the Academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Do you want some candy?
Ihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period lead.
You have a point. The stage is clear.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have no—
How despicable of them to rely on such—
But this is also our I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the artistic performances. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performance?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so...
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to... That's pretty clever, getting right in it. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significant.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires...
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can...
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brother. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able...
we still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening...
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation, following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession...
Indeed, the trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one...
You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
This outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusa.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little...
Ese era un bestial niño de Kusanali.
Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind.
Madre mía.
You only need to think
Yo pensaba que era una niña, pero es un niño. ¡Qué humillación!
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
Ah, este es el que estaba buscando al abuelo. Ya.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right,
¿Cuánto tiempo le vas ahí, puto?
Isak, take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Como se le levante la falda van a flipar los guardias.
Poco, la cosa es que te he dicho hola, pero no has respondido.
Bueno, su caperucita verde.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
¿Serio? Ahora está bajando el puntito. Ahí otro.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you.
Está claro. La misión fracasa. Qué bueno.
Ah, por cierto.
Doesn't seem like anything
El
unusual
prota,
around here.
el prota utiliza los talentos que utiliza con su...
Ya lo sé. Ay, qué perecita. Yo que no me coma el lobo.
Madre mía.
Ay, me ha visto. Ah,
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
y te tienes que dejar atrás lo que dicen.
The target
Yo no he hecho eso.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has a... Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry, hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you...
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat? So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or, after stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is...
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our...
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it all hate? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that Al-Haytham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never...
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanct...
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm... Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can know. You all can only see the world in your mind. The one. And precisely because of this, she has been a wise and...
Sino. Have you been waiting for a chance? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to...
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't...
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own regulations. Even as for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty?
No. I want you to plead guilty. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Clase comparación.
Madre mía.
No lo has visto. Bueno, mira, ahí lo está viendo a la derecha, ¿lo ves?
Sí, 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 lo he visto, lo he visto.
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in... Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you...
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed the Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the Sage's boss. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn to blind.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a...
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming we should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last... Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Ah, no, empieza los 8 ya, ¿no? Por fin.
Lo llevas una hora, ¿no?
Llevo 4 horas.
Qué pereza.
Ya.
Should I say, it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. But during this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for—
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon.
Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Arc.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom.
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and—
I understand now. To be a better Archon, if you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be— Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control— First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doc— After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally— After all, the academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, if we don't stop the god creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Vale, voy a cambiar de equipo. Porque si voy a enfrentarme a escaramuchas, no va a ser inútil con el electro. Es hora de llevar mi equipo permazos. Aunque no sé si caso lo debería cambiar. Igual lo cambio por Sino.
Let's go gather some samples.
Voy por Sino, por Tignari. Sí, yo creo que de momento. Sí. Vale, la otra cosa, voy a equiparme con vida por si acaso me rompe el escudo o algo. Espérate. Voy a cambiarlo de posición.
What's happening?
Pues estoy acostumbrado a llevar a Tignari a la izquierda.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
My demon expelling mantra is ready.
Vale. A ver que vayan bien equipados. Vale, pues venga. A ver qué tal, ¿no?
Ya.
How's it going, Nahida?
¿Quieres? Espérate, te comparto el sonido. Vale, ¿lo ves? Bueno, tú me dices si lo escuchas, ¿eh?
I'm done with the parts that
¿Escuchas?
needed my involvement to complete.
¿Lo escuchas?
Ahora mismo no escucho nada.
Me ha puesto un aviso de que no... Pues nada. Nada, mierda.
No. No pasa nada, hombre.
Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
¿Qué es eso? Un patamón gordo.
Es lo que nos va a acompañar.
What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should be—
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon
It's alright, Paimon. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable—
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as—
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you.
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier.
By the way, even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'm glad I can rely on—
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting?
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence.
Puta madre.
¿Eh?
Malo. No, no voy a mi casa. Es que el café es reemplazable, ya está. ¿O no?
Sí. Y encima tienes una dupe.
Por eso.
What is this place? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of this?
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
That's true.
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sage, but this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technical—
Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different. Instead of being interested in the end product—
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
So, This Fatui that they're trying to turn into a... We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't...
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and... Ah, I see. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Work time!
One with nature! Gather! Submit for judgment! A touch of frost!
Luego se quejaban del tío este del juego este de las ardillas, que te quitaba la cámara, ¿vale? El Genshin lo hace varias veces.
¿El qué?
Que estás avanzando y haces así la cámara y te mira para allá por como cuando tienes que ir para allá, ¿sabes? Que a estas alturas te intente guiar, macho, que... Bueno, no lo vuelvo a curar más.
¿Pero qué has intentado ahí?
No me hace caso, pero también no me hace caso. ¿Qué iba a intentar? ¿Pedir una pizza?
Con piña, por favor.
No, por favor, qué asco. La pizza sin piña.
La pizza con piña, cállate.
La pizza sin piña.
Con piña.
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Un segundo.
Sí, sí.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
Be still.
You'll get frostbite.
Solidify. Cascade.
Into the wind.
Be still.
Can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
The wind knows me.
I'll put you on. Let's move.
Into the wind.
Cascade.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Be still.
Boy, we've only just begun. I miscalculated. Time to go. Yeah.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
Ya. Vale.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Are you nervous?
If you really want to know, of course.
Yes, I am. This is probably the first I feel not just nervous, but curious as...
Curious?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen. And now, at long last, I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a...
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she...
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Se viene, ¿no? Ya.
Ya.
Qué guay, ¿no?
Lo voy a escuchar en tu directo.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
A sufrir.
This imposing aura. It really feels like the gods.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet. With the Gnosis, sir, how much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power and the thrill of anticipation.
Hito wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods?
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Your top to Vat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing...
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that This is a first. Encountering a god in this world. No wonder your own people have abandoned you. God of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is... Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Gather!
Perish! Spirit Blade, attack!
The depth back. Be still.
Pues muy bien.
¿Qué? Pero esta es la primera fase, ¿no?
No lo veo.
One with wind and cloud.
Pues ya me dirás.
Por cierto, 2 saldrá drop. Pero se ha quitado, ¿eh?
Ah, no, bueno, que será el último.
Ya. Tartaglia hace lo mismo, ¿eh? Rompe el suelo en su última fase.
Ya, originalidad. Qué guay. Con esas patas puntiagudas.
Madre mía.
Ay, espera que llegue. Ay, soy una hormiga, me quiere pisar. No, nada más que llevo haciéndole. No hago nada.
Tienes que quitarle el escudo. Con eso que tira puede ser.
No sé lo que tengo que hacer.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Be still.
Bueno. Te quito una mierda.
Reality is pain.
Básicamente es así, que no le puedo hacer nada, ¿no?
No, yo...
Con la espada esa.
No sé por qué se la cambia, no se la cambia.
Como pobrecita, como si fuese un mosquito.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Claro. Pero eso no pasa cuando lo utilizas tú.
Yeah.
We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
El
You
muñequito es
can't
bonita.
even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha.
O sea, básicamente lo ha convertido más poderoso.
Just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Es un poco como lo que hizo...
Parece esto lo de la Genji, ese de Goku. Ay, mira.
Sí, lo de... Ay, dame su fuerza, algo así, ¿no? Que hacía lo
Sí.
de... La bola esa rara, no recuerdo cuál era.
La que Genkidama.
At your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
¿A qué pasa? ¿Le da el don del futuro o qué?
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
Zongli, ¿dónde estás? Ah, tengo un escudo. Oh, eso era dolido, ¿no?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Burn to oblivion!
The Temple of Wisdom! Committed to memory!
Kamisato Suiyu!
Digo, ¿en qué momento la tiene?
One with my blade!
Solidify!
Spirit blade! Attack!
Pensaba como todos los bosses, macho.
Pain!
Sí, Zongli.
Good riddance, cruel world.
¿Y ahora qué?
Wind Strider.
Hielo.
Nature. Swift and merciful.
The wind knows it. Time to go.
¿Y ahora qué? No me da tiempo a ponerme el escudo. Maravilloso. Y me mata justamente a Zongli.
A little. Oh.
Now?
Cúralo, porque no.
Es que me ha parecido falsísimo, ¿eh?
Ya.
Be still.
Filth! Tremble!
No le doy,
O sea,
tío.
cuando yo me enfrente, o sea, cuando nos enfrentemos con él, claro, yo tengo que utilizar eso para que las cosas no me den.
No sé, sinceramente.
Tú llevarás a Zongli.
No sé, en el infierno hace esto cada semana.
Ya, y teniendo en cuenta que creo que va a utilizar, ¿sabes? O sea, para subir a escaramucha vamos a tener que utilizar.
No entiendo qué quiero que haga. No. Me va a matar otra vez. Es que no entiendo qué quiere que haga con el bicho ese, tío. Me pone el RT, le doy y no hace nada. No sé, que hayan metido esa puta mecánica del puto bicho no me ha gustado nada. Coño, deja que use mis de estas y ya está.
Pobrecito. Me da pena.
That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Ay, pobrecito.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Pobrecito, han dejado escarmicha allí en el suelo.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined.
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining forbidden knowledge? It seems... your inference seems logical. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's cell. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the but I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed... She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more... The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge.
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nick?
I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by but now we have a chance to find we can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to... And then... we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear...
That's so scary.
Don't worry. It should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat
Se
of
va a capichetar.
consciousness, which symbolizes reason here.
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Into the wind.
Cascade.
The wind knows me.
Qué guay.
Into to the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. Submit for judgment.
Be still.
Madre mía. Ah, sabes que supuestamente... Bueno, a ver, supuestamente, me están diciendo todo el mundo que es... que han cancelado Animales Fantásticos.
¿Por? Casi un fracaso la última.
A ver, yo es que creo que todo viene por el cambio de Thor. Es que todo
Sí,
viene de
por eso. Bueno, por eso y porque la película es una mierda. Vale, las cosas claras. La película es un puto pufo. No tiene nada de Harry Potter. ¿Qué tiene de Harry Potter? Ni siquiera salen ya Animales Fantásticos.
Ya.
Y el final, pochardo. O sea, el malo, malo, malo. Ven, que lo van a, ¿cómo se dice? A exponer lo que ha hecho. Y en vez de detener al que lo está contando, que lo puede perfectamente matar y decir, es un traidor, no sé qué, se queda observando, venga, sí, venga, expon todo lo malo que he hecho. Yo a mí eso, cuando yo vi eso, dije, me recuerdo mucho, no sé, al Nino Kuni, al 2. No, la verdad.
Ya. Pero aquí dicen que Warner quiere enfocarse en hacer más contenido de Harry Potter con los personajes que ya conocíamos en la saga original. O sea, que abandonan Animales Fantásticos, pero...
Eso es mentira, es mentira. La abandonan porque ha sido un fracaso. No quieren decir, ha sido un fracaso, la hemos cagado por el actor, el guión, le han hecho mono, lo sentimos, no hemos contratado humanos y ya está. No han querido. No pasa nada. Que sigan jodiendo la saga, que sacando cosas, contenido que no tiene sentido y ya está. Al final van a prostituirle de tal forma que la gente va a recordar más lo malo que lo bueno. Pero bueno.
Ya.
Mira Dragon Ball cómo ha quedado. La han prostituido tanto que es una puta mierda.
We changed direction. Are we still going?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, we'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
Es que tengo hambre, quiero que termine. Yo pensé que iba a terminar así.
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at
Ya.
the same time. Otherwise, I think
O
she
sea, todo esto ya para mí sobra, sinceramente. Es que ¿qué me importa?
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida.
Esto para mí ya es relleno. O sea, directamente no podía aparecer como una ilusión y tal. No, vamos a recorrer este mundo invento y ahora otro.
The base of Irminsul?
Ya.
No, no puedo sprintar andando.
Bueno, así mueves el culo.
We're here to find Greater Lord, but the one standing over...
Is that...
Wait.
Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
Ya estaba claro.
Irminsul and the surrounding land.
¿Qué? ¿Que son la misma?
Claro.
Claro, como lo de Patamon, es lo mismo. Simplemente pues que es un reinicio.
We are manifestations of the same nature.
We're...
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch. Now imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 5, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I...
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight, yes. But it's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always had. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you,
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
I see. You're everything that day. Even the sky itself changed into a color like this. At that time, the 7 were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness, the pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago?
So what exactly is?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. And a form of truth. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could. The world is constantly rejecting it. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entire...
So, there's knowledge that even the god of...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom.
It's truly the world's most amazing...
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden... But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. From the very beginning, my existence had...
Oh no! I've experienced that pain in your consciousness.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul, and there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from...
Wait! No, I can't!
So you realize what that implies? Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. Removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world.
A ver si lo he entendido. Me está diciendo que está contaminada y hay que eliminar todos los datos suyos. Pero al hacerlo, nadie recordará que existió.
Sí.
But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. How can we just... Is there really no other way? There must be some.
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking. Let the world completely forget me.
Ahí esa frase me da
We all
pena.
nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye.
Ya, y les cura la enfermedad de esas que tienen
May
raras.
you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Es un poco triste, sí.
¿Qué vas a llorar?
A ver, no,
O sea, si
pero...
hubieras estado escuchando la musiquita lloran, ¿no?
A ver, sí. Menos mal que
Pues
no
luego la
pasó.
escuchas.
No.
I'm alright.
Me prefiero hubiese...
I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying?
Ay, pobrecito.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from.
Ya no se acuerda.
I feel very sad.
Ya la han olvidado.
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul conscious, and we removed the remaining pollution from Merman soul.
Menos él.
Eso te iba a decir. No, no tiene nada que ver. Porque yo sí la recuerdo. ¿Es porque yo no soy de este mundo?
Bueno, y Patamón seguro que sí. O sea,
¿Patamón?
Paimón.
Madre mía, Patamón.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Ya no sé yo si está fingiendo. No sé.
Ya.
¿Qué pasa? Escarabuche, ¿no? ¿O qué? Pues nada.
No lo sé porque no sé qué soy.
Huh? That sound. Trap.
I've been waiting here far too long.
Pues qué guay.
The chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, this is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could
¿Qué
potentially
quiere la
damage
genosis?
our relationship.
Tiene pinta.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess.
Oh, qué guay.
¿Te dice que puede clonarse? Pues bueno,
Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observe. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals.
A ver, con esto también consiguen una cosa. Que uno de esos segmentos se haga bueno, ¿no?
Ah, ya, sí.
Y ya tienen la excusa de personaje jugable.
Ah, pues sí.
That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my...
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to
Good. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves. Not to mention...
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment?
O sea, acaba de llamar a escaramuche sujeto de ensayo.
It was my experiment. So
Ya, qué
why
cabrón.
should I interfere with the...
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new... Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical...
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standard. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the... For example, the Gnosis.
Ah, claro.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you haven't...
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear, but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle, and is indeed. I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harp. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you...
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them. Yes, how very interesting. Can I among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea, what did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and...
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to...
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity, and there won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of another chess piece. And where is your dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for... Arrogant as that is, it has peaked.
Let me ask you. Have you, in all your mighty knowledge, ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat...
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time with negotiations. We've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even time out. Come on, Traveler. Let's...
Surely that little girl must be leaving soon.